Go. Can you
All right.
hear me, friend?
Yeah, I can hear now.
There we
All
go.
right.
There we
Wow.
go. Brilliant. I was just saying, super thankful for you to take the time today to build this piece with us today. And I was letting everyone know that if you're participating today, you're going to have the opportunity to get whatever's created dropped to you. And I was just saying, brilliant. I played with this program before I injured my shoulder on VR. It's lovely to get to see something actually creatively made on this program. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So this is Quill, and just to confirm, you guys can hear me, okay, right?
Can hear
Like,
you
are we
golden
are we
right
all
now.
good?
Yep, you're
All right.
good.
All right. Sweet. All right. Yeah. So this is Quill. It's one of the first like VR programs I started playing with, and I like it because it's so freeform. There's actually like no symmetry in it. I mean, you can like fake, you can get some symmetry, but like there's no that's not built into the tools or anything like that. So it's very like organic. So I use it a lot, especially in my everydays like this, because it's like really so quick. You can just literally just grab stuff and like copy and paste, and then like start pulling like you know ideas from this. So yeah, that's my kind of. I've used some of the other ones too, like Gravity Sketch and Adobe Medium, but I just keep coming back to Quill. Um, Mainly because it's just like it's very quick and you can animate in it too, which is kind of unique to some of the other ones. In the style you animate to is very like you can do it like puppetry where you can like take stuff and like move it,
Oh,
and
dope.
then like keyframe this and then like stuff that would in a normal 3D program take uh, at least 15 to 20 minutes to set up, if not longer. You can just do it in a couple of keystrokes with this program.
And which headset are you using at the moment?
This is Oculus Quest 2.
Oh, dope.
Um,
Are you going to
yeah,
go for
so
the next Oculus when it's coming out? You think?
yeah, honestly, I would love for like a competitor to come along. But the tech in the new one is kind of sick. So like, it's kind of hard to pass on that. But the big brother nature of Facebook and Meta and all that stuff is just like unfortunate how they kind of overtook all of Oculus and everything Oculus kind of was like
Yeah.
doing. You know what I mean? Like it's just unfortunate. And then it's like now it's just such a corner. They have such a corner out on the market. It's like
Yeah, I mean, I
some of
think
these.
some of the community's really liking that new vibe that's coming out, but at the same time, like those new, what is it, the Meta Pro pictures that are coming out, that just, they
Mhm.
look so comfy to be able to use.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? And like the pass through stuff, and like it's all colored, but it's kind of weird that it like tracks your eyes and like
True, yeah.
the like their whole like thing is like yeah, you'll be able to like look into your other avatars' eyes and stuff. Oh no,
You
I don't know
also
if I'm
know
ready
that
for
means, like,
that.
before
I just want to
anything
make
they do,
pictures.
they're going to have advertisements running as well and tracking what you're looking at on the ad. They got this all
Uh-huh.
planned out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. It's just like this is a lot of times because with the daily, these everyday things, I like, I take the Beeple rules into consideration of like having it done by midnight, and you kind of start to finish all in the same day. So I usually just kind of like start. Sometimes I have an idea, or sometimes I just like do like this, and I'll just kind of make something until we get somewhere. Maybe the idea pops out of this, like just a little background on like my process with these things. And some of them too, I do 2D, which actually I might take this one to Procreate a little bit. Um,
Tell us about
but
the process of that everyday experience. What got you into that, and what day would this be along the ride?
so this is actually day 1017.
Gee,
I started at the beginning of 2020, and it started like I did prior to that, like in the 6 months after that, I did what I was calling occasionally, which was kind of like me training to like do it every day. So like
yeah.
just I did like over the course of 6 to 8 months, I did like 35 pieces or so, just like the same kind of concept, do them in a day. But then I was like, just wanted to kind of like explore my personal work stuff because like yeah, I do a lot of like I've been doing client work for a long time, and then I actually got sick in 2018, and then like I don't know, people was always really a big inspiration,
Hmm.
and so after I got out of the hospital, I started seeing his, and I always thought that his everyday thing was just like unattainable. But then I started seeing like these streams of him doing them in like kind of like a setting like this where he would like just do it in front of a crowd or whatever, and I was like, whoa! I was like, I didn't think that was kind of like an approach, and then I don't know, it just kind of really resonated with me, and I was like, oh man, I want to try that, and then I tried it, and that was at the beginning of 2020. And at the time, I'd never heard of NFTs. Um, and then I started getting into this, and then it was like uh, June of 2020, right after the pandemic and all this stuff it kicked off. I saw a TikTok video that talked about super rare and known origin. I was like, this isn't true. There's no way. Because I had like heard of crypto and stuff before. But I was like, there is no way people are like making art and like, you know, making money off it. This is a scam or something. Like this isn't right. And then I started, diving to the rabbit hole, and I was like, oh wow, this is like legit. Like I know a lot of these artists I'm seeing from Instagram. 'Cause I've been following all of them over there for years, and like now that they're popping off over here, like wow, this is like pretty cool. So I applied for Super Rare, and I got in, and then they kind of started mint on Rarible too. And at the time, Rarible was kind of it was a wild time for Rarible because this was the Rari days when everybody was getting Rari for selling their artwork and
Yeah.
stuff. It's kind of crazy. Uh, but yeah, kind of started my NFT journey, and then I've been doing the everydays ever since, and it's kind of just kind of like fueled my personal work, and it's just I couldn't imagine not doing it every day at this point because it's addicting.
I can imagine. And
You always
have
like
your tools changed quite a bit through them? Like, do you love jumping and experimenting with a bunch of different programs, or do you try to kind of perfect or become a specialist in one over the other?
yeah, that's what I like about the everydays as well is because you do get to just try stuff out, right? Like
Mm.
there's no pressure. As long as I can just get a picture out today, uh, I'll be happy. Like I don't know what we're doing here,
Well, and that's the
but
thing that I did notice about people as well. You mentioned like it's kind of it's free flow, it's improvisational, it's very and out of that comes a lot of creative output that sometimes gets beyond what you could come up with if you put yourself under a lot of stress or under the need to perfect every single move. That free flow must kind of untap a very interesting creative imagination within you.
yeah, I totally it's so well spoken. Like yeah, that totally resonates with me. Like it's the free flow nature of like, hey, I'll take all this and I'll just like, we'll just like make it something totally different,
Yeah.
like, and this might be a character or something. And I thought it was gonna be like a sculpture type of deal, but we might,
It's almost like X copy eyes now.
yeah, there,
This is pretty
get a,
dope.
get a little something like this going on. But
Did
yeah,
you did you
it's
do a lot of sculpting like
I
before, like traditional sculpting with clay or anything, or what was kind of the art that you used to play with prior? Like, did you do anything outside of digital art prior to this, or?
Yeah, I always kind of had like, I mean, ever since like elementary school, there's been I've had some kind of like deal with art. Actually, like in in middle school and stuff, my mom she somehow the school into like giving me multiple art classes instead of like PE. Because I
Nice.
grew up in like a really small town and stuff, and so like I don't know, like they just like there were people who like drew or stuff, you know. It's like it was it wasn't that common, so like she was like trying to like encourage that. So that was like
Oh, that's
actually
brilliant.
awesome to have encouragement from, you know, being so young. And back then I had no, I mean, I had no idea what I wanted to do art wise. But like in high school, I was like, you know, this was like the late '90s, so like I was got into computers in high school, kind of learned Photoshop, maybe, you know, making fake IDs, maybe not, you know, like that may have been my my entrance into digital arts, but it ultimately I ended up moving to Florida, going to school for computer animation because of like my interest in art and computers.
Mm.
And then it was kind of weird though because I went to school and I ended up wanting to do storyboards coming out because the in school they kind of they would like want you to be like a modeler or an animator or a character guy, and it's like it was very like one lane type of deal, and it didn't really resonate with me. So I which one was what I was comfortable with storyboarding, and then ultimately I kind of ended up doing some PowerPoint that ended up into another project where it was like, hey, do you know like Maya? And I was like, oh yeah, I went to school for that. And then from that point on, I was just like, it's like the studio at here in Orlando, on the back lot of Disney. I started be I basically became their 3D guy, and I was just kind of learning on the job as well. But yeah, and so like that led to kind of like a career in motion graphics, and went from there. From that job, I ended up going to Disney, and then actually before all this, I drew caricatures in public
Oh,
at
wonderful. Yeah.
Universal Studios,
I'm
and
actually
that was a
currently listening to the biography on Walt Disney there, so that's pretty dope that you worked for Disney there. Do you any thoughts? Do you think they're going to be getting into the whole NFT game now?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's always a crapshoot of like what they're going to do. It was interesting because like the part that I worked at Disney, we catered to events and conferences. So like you know Google or you know Siemens or like some you know whatever these big companies would come to Disney for like their annual conference, and part of the whole package was they want the Disney experience. So we would make like custom animated openers and like stuff
Cool.
for their screens for just like a 1 day event,
Yeah.
and then like it would be gone with.
So
And so
true
like
everydays, like true dailies.
yeah, and so like that was kind of like I mean honestly now I look back at it between the caricatures, which is just live, like you're drawing there, like hey, do you like this or not, you know?
Hmm.
And then between that and then to like a live event type of deal where it's just like no matter what, there's a deadline. So like you have to like I've been working with deadlines this whole time, I guess. I guess it's a bit of comfort for me. I don't know.
Again, I do want to invite anyone in the community right now. You can turn your mic on, you can join into the conversation. We're keeping a free flow, very relaxed as we watch this happen. So at any point, just feel free, turn that microphone on. You might have push to touch, but you can always jump in here and start kind of chatting about anything we're talking about or throwing out different subjects you want to explore. But and I'd love to kind of experience everyone else's thoughts or considerations with regards to everydays and whether or not you've all explored everydays, but then also just watching this program develop. What would you say then, Bananakin? Like, who are you, your peers around you right now? Are many individuals embracing the blockchain the same way you have? Or do you still feel as though your contemporaries at the moment are being a little bit, trepidatious when it comes to approaching this space, creating in this space, and really fully committing a potential career path within this Web3 community?
It's interesting because I just like I know so many people from the from this space, so it's like
I don't know. Like, that's a tough one. Because you might,
Your
I
contemporaries
did.
kind of are this space then now.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't. It's weird because I don't know. I don't. I don't imagine a world without the space now.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think eventually everybody will catch on. Like it's hard to ignore. Like, I mean, it just says like I can't imagine. Yeah, I just can't imagine like I just always think back like going to school like, man, what if this was around when I was like learning,
Right.
and that
Yeah.
type of thing. But then you like you see what happens. Like there's so much young talent in the space uh that like I think it's being adopted so much by the youth that like they're the ones who are submitting it,
Yeah.
in concrete. Like like they may not know it yet, but they're carrying that flag.
Well,
And damn, I'm over here getting sidetracked.
sorry, I'm distracting the genius. I apologize.
No, 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 no. It's all good because I just get thinking here. You got me like these hard hitting questions,
Well, I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like, I was talking to or on his spaces earlier today, and the chat was somewhat about how there's the pioneers, and that's very much the class that we're in. And obviously, there's a lot of people that have done incredibly well, but sometimes it's that next wave. There are a lot of young artists that are just discovering this space. It really hasn't kind of cracked into university spaces. There aren't many individuals teaching about it within a full kind of college or classroom environment. But as soon as that kind of breaks in, the amount of creativity, and I mean, I think NFTs specifically to anyone, be a creator, a student, or professional, or whatever, it just really untaps the potential of choice, and just a new career path, or addition to whatever they're doing. That's just so damn freeing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine having to like. I can't imagine when they're gonna. At some point, they're gonna start teaching smart contracts in school. Like, it's got to happen.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just like little things like that. Like, so there's so like everything now is just like everything's the first, right? So it's like we're
Mhm.
in this weird state of like everything. No matter what you do, everything is the first. But like once that gets honed in, and you know what I mean? Like.
1 in 5 people in this space will be teaching at Harvard one day.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Because like, there's only one way to like learn about all this stuff. I feel
Oh,
like I mean, you
totally.
can read about it and stuff, but like just being in the mix every day and like I miss so much. Like there's there's no way I catch it all, and no one does. But like the fact that it's all going on is so exciting.
How do you feel about like the fact that, with a lot of art waves in the past, there's somewhat of a specific style. There's somewhat, graffiti art had tag art, a couple of different variations. But it seems with crypto art, it is such a wave and spectrum of everything. Like kit and caboodle, the full gambit, everything's being tossed out. That it seems like it's just this, I'd like to almost consider it this unstoppable wave of just subconscious art that's being pumped out by everyone en masse, that any style, any way that you can create right now seems to be the right way to make something.
Yeah, I love it. There's no wrong approach right now. Like, and that's the difference too with client work too, right? Like, there's no like, there's no there's no revisions on this. There's no unless I want to, like, and that's another beauty of the blockchain is like with metadata and all that stuff. You can update.
Yeah.
You have feelings about your work in the in the future. They're they're tools to update your artwork. Like,
So
but
tell us
yeah,
what you're seeing right now in your mind's eye. We're getting a face going on right now. What's going through
it
your head right now?
it kind of looks like a I don't know if it's gonna be like a snake or a lizard or like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's feels like that.
This reminds me so much of Crash Bandicoot. I don't know who had a
Oh,
better
you're
super here,
right.
but
Jeez.
that mask right there reminds me of Ooga Booga.
It's also a
Okay,
little
yeah, I know what
Majora's
you're
Crash
talking
Mask
about.
ish.
Bandicoot.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I'm probably like I'm influenced by so many like things what's the word subconsciously. Like it'll be like oh these things will happen where it'll be like oh
Yeah, like things from our childhood, right?
yeah for sure yeah.
It's so fun to
Yeah.
see also the scale of everything. You think that you're really close up, and then you take your one movement back, and holy shit, we've just completely changed what this can become now due to scale.
Yeah. Oh, it should have wings. I think it should have wings. Wings. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's starting to come together. All right, and we're what like 25-minute mark, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 24 minutes
All
in.
right. All right. Cool. All right. Because yeah, here in a bit, I will take this into Cinema 4D and I'll finish it out. I might take it to Procreate too.
Brilliant.
But yeah. So that is the plan, and I think we're gonna get there. Um, I think we'll get there. And it's so weird too because it's like this. It looks one way here because like there's no lighting inside of Quill, so it's like you just kind of have to imagine what it would look like lit.
Yeah.
Um, but that too is part of it. Gives it all a vibe, like it gives it all kind of a look.
What kind of inspiration, like, who would be some inspirations on your end that might have influenced your style, your look? Just, you mentioned people, obviously, with the everydays and the freedom of everything. Anyone else that you think you've kept a good eye on over the past bit?
Oh, yeah, I mean, at this point, who isn't an
Yeah.
inspiration? Yeah, so I mean, with VR, definitely Joy. Joy is definitely made his mark with VR, and it's highly inspiring with the amount of characters that he's pumped out and the level of detail in all those pieces. So let's see, Joy. Let's see, No. Brian Brinkman. Funny story with Brian Brinkman. Actually met Brian Brinkman like a decade ago before NFTs, and we reconnected through NFTs, which was pretty freaking cool.
Insane.
Um,
What's the story like of that? Where did you bump into?
so So he like I live in Orlando, Florida, and so back the decade ago, he was here he had a short film in our local film festival, or it's the Florida Film Festival, so I say local, but
Mm.
it's the state's film festival or whatever. And he had this piece called Circle Pick, and all it was a bunch of imagery, but it was all within the circle. And I don't know. For some reason, I ended up talking to him. Like I don't know. I don't even like do that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shy guy, but like yeah. My wife and I, we ended up talking to him. My wife the reason we were there because she was like doing like some press thing where she would take pictures for a blog of the film festival, so we got free tickets or whatever. And so like we just ended up talking, exchanged email back and forth, and then I followed him on Twitter, but like I ended up like in like the mid 2000, like 2012 to like 2019, 2020. My Twitter account wasn't that active, so I was just like on Instagram or whatever. NFTs
Yeah.
brought me back to Twitter. So like I totally forgot about this stuff, and then like I got into NFTs, and then one day I was literally walking through Crypto Voxels, and I came across this the Frankfurt Candy Factory, what he did with Pranksy,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome! Like there was like, because he had like all these like gifts with like transparency, so you could see like the folders in the middle. Like it was just like so much detail, and I was like, man, this is the coolest thing. And my wife comes in, and I'm like sitting there looking at it, and she's like, I know that name. We met him before. I'm like, you're kidding me. And sure enough, it all checked out. We actually did meet him, and I sent him a DM. I was like, dude, you don't believe this, but like we met a long time ago, and like all this stuff, and yeah, so that's how that kind of went down. It was, I mean, and now he's like, I mean, this was back in 2020. Now he's like one of the biggest names in the space. Like it's crazy.
Well, I kind of feel that this space almost reminds me of the early days, like either punk or early rock and roll days, where you're all playing in the same clubs before it's even become something that people wanted. So you are always bumping into each other in the hallways and stories crossing stories because it was such a tight knit group of individuals making this niche style of art in these places, and just the community. And it's obviously exploded. But I think a lot of people forget that, a lot of people, they've been doing this for years and years and making their rounds and slowly building the networks and building up the kind of experience that pays off these days. And yeah, it's been incredible to hear these stories of individuals just coming full circle, and at the end of the day having these kind of life experiences where they've crossed paths, and now they're just absolutely killing it like the two of you are.
What's wild too is like, all right, like Brinkman actually, because Brinkman recommended me to Pranksy for an advent calendar, which was just such a big deal because Pranksy was just like, I mean, at the time he was just like going insane on Rarible and stuff, and like Brinkman recommended me for that, and then we did the advent calendar, and that turned out to be a success, and then that turned into NFT boxes, which I'm still part of now. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's wild how just like random things can like literally change your life. Like it's insane. But yeah, only like literally only in the web3 space.
So how do you think things are going at the moment? Obviously in a bear market. Kind of any thoughts on, either how we get out this or some inspiration that some of the artists in the space might take with regards to just pushing through and just keeping committed to the task at hand, which is the art and creation of this whole space as a whole?
Yeah, I think like now's the building time, right? Like I feel like it's like if you're into it now, then you're really into it, and like that's going to like produce the best content, across the board. And, I think we're at 30 minutes.
At the 31-minute mark here.
Is it okay if I post the Google
for
form
sure.
for the claim?
I believe
in
you
the
have the
chat
ability to be able to access and post links and stuff in the chat, so feel free to toss it in there.
Okay, cool. Because I'm only gonna keep this open until while we're up here, so we can try to avoid bots, hopefully.
Brilliant.
If that's a thing, but okay. Oh, that link's not allowed.
Okay, let me see. If you post it, shoot me it in a DM and I can make a post.
Okay, let's see where let's go. All right, let's see.
I think I'll add you as a friend here. Boom.
Message.
I just updated his roles, by the way.
Oh, wonderful. So you should be able to do it now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, let me hop back real quick.
Thanks for that, Alex.
Get that, and I'll get back to work.
Oh, and I got to tell everyone, a big round of applause to Alex. He's up at 2 a.m. right now, being a legend in the space up and out.
Oh, it says I still can't post it, but did you get my DM?
Let me check it right now. Boom, boom. Was the DM in
Discord?
Discord.
I can do it in Twitter if that's better, though.
Yeah, shoot me a DM in Discord or in Twitter, and I'll move it in.
All right, 1 second.
Thanks, Fred. Might be just having a good old Discord issue.
Oh, hello from Florida.
Brilliant.
All
I see
right.
you posted it here. Message hidden due to suspicious link. Okay, I think I don't believe.
Okay. I just
I
sent a Twitter DM too.
Brilliant. I just got it, and I
All
will
right,
make a
cool.
post right now in the
All
chat.
right.
Boom.
I should probably
Boom.
save too, just so we are all good.
There we go,
Today's
everyone. You should be able to see the link up right now in the comments section of this chat.
all right. Now it's time to get this thing done.
And while we watch Bananakin get this done, everyone can fill out the form and slowly get rugged by Bananakin live and have everything taken from them.
No. I've been through that. That's not fun. That's
Yeah,
not a
all
fun
jokes, all
experience.
jokes.
No, I know. I know. It's just, I'll
Oh, that's a
never.
tragic story. I don't know if you want to get into that one.
Oh, well, it was August 1st of last year, and my wife and I she had a dentist appointment in the morning, and we woke up like any other morning, went to the dentist appointment. She actually talked NFTs with our dentist, and we get home. I look at my wallet, and
Oh
what
no.
once was almost 50 ETH was gone,
Oh
all
no.
of it. And yeah, there wasn't. I didn't sign anything. There wasn't a moment like it happened when I was sleeping. Um, so
Oh,
I,
that's just the complete nightmare.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a nightmare. I think it was, I got some kind of like, someone had access to my screen. In other words, I didn't have a hardware wallet or anything. So, it
Oh
was
man.
bad practice on my part. But yeah, that was a tough lesson to learn. But, uh, it, I wouldn't even have had any of that if it wasn't for this whole space at all. So it's like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just a sign that I'm in the right space. It's just you gotta be careful, like
Yep.
for sure. Like no one's invincible.
Hopefully one day it'll be a safe spot, but until then it literally is like digging for gold, and in that process avalanches abound.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I made it. Go
no, go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I ended up making a piece based off of that. But the most annoying part was of course having to like work from a new wallet. Kind of like repair your identity.
Yeah,
That was
that's tough.
yeah, but luckily I didn't lose any NFTs,
Yeah.
so there was that. They were just after ETH, so which, as we all know, is fungible.
They don't know what's good for them. They should have taken the
I feel
Exactly.
JPEGs.
I feel kind of bad. A lot of these, like, not new people, but people coming into Web3 that don't really know the internet that solid. People like me who growing up, played MMORPGs and stuff. There's scammers everywhere. And you sort of just grew up around scammers and like trolls and like, so yeah, scammers and trolls and everything. And you sort of are just more native to it. But a lot of people coming into the space, they just don't know that. Don't click that link.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
we fed into that so much in the kind of boom market there, where it was like some of the links were good, some of the links were bad, and we kind of created a self-defeating prophecy there with regards to trust in the space, and that's why people fell for a lot, I guess.
Yeah, it's just it's it's wild how fast scammers can move.
Yeah.
Like how fast like they can latch on to something.
You don't see them
And
coming. You don't see
no,
them
not
coming.
at all. Not at all. And it's like, man, it's like they'll try every angle too. Like, I mean,
Yeah, they pull on your heartstrings, they do whatever they can.
yeah, I had one like posing as like a big collector, and like the actual collector didn't have a social media presence at all.
Yeah.
So like there was no like real way to like, oh, here's the real one, because their only profile was on Super Rare, but they're like one of the biggest collectors there. So it's like And then it's like, man, like he started talking to me, like it had me going. Like I was like, wow. And then it was like, oh no, this is. It's like all of a sudden they start asking for like, I need some ETH to get my money unlocked. Come on, come on. You just happen to need an exact same amount as in my wallet. That's a coincidence, huh? All right. I don't know. I think this guy's ready to go to
It's
cinema.
pretty dope looking, let's be honest here.
Thanks. I appreciate it. So let's do a little export.
I love this. This is so good.
This has been so fun.
I have a little background too. So I like, when I'm out and about, I'll just like take snapshots sometimes for like photo backgrounds. I have one I think I might be good for this. I took it yesterday. What's the today's the 13th, right?
Today's the 12th.
The 12th? Okay. All right. Well, I'm in the future. All right. Let's see. All right. All good. All right.
It's the 13th here where I am.
There you go.
Nice. Where are you at?
Ukraine, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, wow.
It's the 13th. I'm in the future too, man.
All right. Let's see if it's. So, there we go.
We're at the 7:40 or the 40-minute mark now.
All right, cool. All right. And my screen has changed, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, sweet. Now we'll get that in here.
Again, if anyone in the community has any questions, feel free to turn that microphone on, jump into the conversation. We got about 20 minutes left here with the actual workshop, but join in. Just let us know how your evening's going, or if you have any process questions.
All right, there he is.
That's legend.
Hey guys.
Hey there, Danny. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, Dan.
My signal's not great. I jumped in a little bit late, but I'm not sure if this is mentioned. What software are you using?
The program I was in before is called Quill, and it's a VR painting program. And this what I'm in right now is Cinema 4D actually. And
Cool,
I'm using
thanks.
Octane to render.
I haven't used any 3D programs. I'm a 2D painter, but always wanted to try one.
I'm not going to lie, I downloaded Blender and it kind of like popped up with that original, what is it, like a box or a sphere? And I kind of just showed my wife that and was like, look at what I made. And then I shut it down and I haven't touched it since.
Oh, I need to close out this. Yeah.
Blender's really cool. I recommend that you keep working on it.
Oh, I definitely want to. I mean, admittedly, I'm immersed by so many incredible artists such as yourself that it just seems like I learned so much from all that you all do that I kind of just feel like I should get back at it.
It's the inner artist waiting to come out.
Exactly. It's slowly prying at my fingertips there.
She was lagging there for a second. Hopefully.
It's all
Hopefully
getting
it's-
clear on our end.
All right, cool. All right. Let's see if we can turn this into something. Where's everybody else from?
I'm coming at you from Toronto.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I'm just west of Toronto.
Is it?
Yeah, we got two people from Canada, one person from Ukraine, one person from California. I don't know where everyone else is from.
Very cool.
Good old global community. It's incredible
But-
how it looks in there.
Yeah, it's
By the
totally
way,
different, right?
I
So
know
cool.
all about machines lagging because I'm on Linux currently. And let me tell you, Linux is a pain in the ass, man.
Oh, I bet. I can't imagine. Or have you ran Blender on it?
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. I'm on Ubuntu, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's so bad, dude. It's such a pain in the ass.
I've actually used Blender to render out a few of my everydays here recently, but I didn't. I wasn't going to risk it today.
Are you on Windows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. We got 7:43. All right. It's kind of cool too because the way that Quill stores its texture information, it's on in the vertex versus like textures, which is like kind of like how most things do it. So like all the color and stuff like translates pretty easily.
I was also going to ask, the overexposure of the window there on the left, you almost see the shadow of the statue out to the right there. Does it actually pick up the overexposure and identify where a light source is and apply it to the item?
Yeah, it's basically just using a 2D image that's got a high bit depth to like light the scene. So you see, let's see if I can rotate it around.
Oh, dope. Yeah. And you see the shadow
Yeah,
move along with it. That's amazing.
yeah, it's nice for like overall like kind of ambient lighting in the scene, and then add some other lights to kind of like direct, like have more control over the lights. Like this, you know, it's an area light, so I'll kind of get situated. Yeah,
Dude, that looks
It
amazing.
looks so
I'm just gonna say.
cool.
that's awesome. I hope you guys don't regret submitting on the Google form.
Oh, no. I'm going to sign up right now.
I already did it.
There we go. Boom.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Heck yeah. All right, let's see this where we can actually get this.
I don't know why. This is so much nostalgia. I swear it reminds me of Crash Bandicoot so much. Just the head.
That's awesome. I love it when like art like taps into like stuff that you didn't actually mean for it to tap into, but like it still resonates with you. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh yeah, it's still I can see it. Like
Yeah, it's like different people have as much people as in the world there's that many opinions. You know what I mean? Like when someone sees it, someone's gonna see it a different way. If that makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. All right, take this, make this a little.
Submitted my form. Masterpiece awaits.
Sweet. Yeah.
Dude, this is so good. Look at this. Oh my god.
And just to think back that it started with just like a couple of lines and almost what looked like nervous system of a brain being built, and then you come out with this. Wow.
It's still in there. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. It's
It's
detailed.
hiding deep in.
Yeah.
And then he just went with it, dude.
Yeah. No.
No, my
That tongue
God.
is
I
wild
found that
cool.
garden earlier today.
Oh yeah, I think it should be square though. Yeah, just the way his shape doesn't really lend itself to that format.
Picture on the left looks like a rooster that just got struck by lightning.
There we go. yeah, I'm gonna render this, and we're gonna drop it. I'm gonna do it, finish it out on iPad.
Dude, not going to lie,
Yes.
I'd love that to be like sitting on my desk right now. I love it.
Oh
Yeah, me
that'd be
too,
cool.
dude.
3D objects, yeah, that'd be dope. All right, no, I didn't see a Windows blocking that. Okay, not that angle. I think it was how it was before. You just can't see his tail. Oh, yeah, like that.
There you go.
It's like it was just a little too straight on at first, but I think this works. All right, cool. Render this and then save it, and then hop over to the iPad and finish her out.
We're at 7:48.
All right, cool. All right. No pressure. Just render out the frame. It'll be fine. All right, render picture viewer. Let's
You have
go.
any fun little everyday stories of close to the wire that you want to share?
Oh, yeah. I mean, almost. Yeah, I have a bad habit about doing them late in the day. Like a lot of times, I don't just start till like 10 or so, and like, you know, it, I usually like take a little bit more than an hour now that I'm in this constraint.
Yeah.
But you know, the I've gotten really close because I take the midnight thing really seriously. So it's like it's got to be whatever time zone I'm in. It's midnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's but oh, here we go. All right, let's see if I got it saved.
Hey, it's nearly 3 a.m. here, brother.
Oh wow, oh wow. I hope I hope you sleep all right after this. Every day.
I keep forgetting to push the talk. But no, dude, I fall asleep at like 6, 7 a.m. Usually. My sleep schedule's fucked. As a
Yeah.
lot of people is.
Yeah, same here. Like I go to bed at a normal hour, but I wake up like 3 times, overnight or something. It's like,
Yeah, I feel you on that.
all right, let's see.
So take us through this final step here. What's going on?
I'm gonna throw the image I just made to the iPad, and then I also have a background that I took yesterday that I'm going to send to the iPad from my phone. So we'll do that, and then we'll paint it all together and have them. Yeah, that's all we'll have time to do.
Brilliant.
So let me see where.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's crunch time, y'all.
I'll remind everyone, let's follow Bananakin. Let's up those followers for him. This has been wonderful. And also you got the do you have like an Instagram account, anything that people can follow other than just Twitter?
Yeah, I have a Bananakin Instagram as well, and like actually, like as far as like looking at my everydays, it's probably a better experience there than Twitter, unfortunately, because of just the nature of Instagram and the grid. So like all my posts are every day, so you can just like scroll through and see a bunch of everydays.
Dope.
All right, yeah, let me get my. All right,
Dude,
so-
look at this beauty. Look at it. Oh my god.
It's so sexy.
All right, and we got boom, we got a photo too. There's our background. All right. And now we have minutes to go. Let's go. All right. Yeah. All right. We will get this done. Yeah. All right. $7.53. All right.
Take your time, man. It's no rush.
Yeah, I'm getting quiet because I feel like I'm watching a golf game right now, like it's coming down to the final hole.
I feel like I'm watching Picasso.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. But I appreciate that. It means a lot, actually. Like, very cool. It's wild. I actually met people a couple months ago, and that was pretty cool.
He's a nice guy, eh?
Yeah. Like I got to like go show him my everydays and stuff.
Dope.
So that was pretty cool.
I happen to run his kind of collector's Discord there, and I can tell you he's just the salt of the earth guy, eh?
Yeah, it was incredible. Like, because like the event was like, I mean, there's all kinds of people trying to get his attention, and then like I met him, I was like, dude, I at the time, it was like just over 100 days ago because I had just done like day 900, and I like told him I was like, dude, I did 900 days of every days, because of you, and he's like, what?
That sounds exactly like him as well.
Cool. He stood there and like for a good 5 minutes, just like went through my Instagram feed and started liking stuff. Like,
you'll have to make it out. He's opening in probably the springtime there, his gallery in Charleston. So kind of a live NFT digital art space for everyone. So it's going to be pretty cool what's coming out there.
There in Charleston?
Yep.
Oh wow, that's awesome too. That ain't far. It's not far at all.
We're at the 5 minute mark, 7:55.
All right, yeah, we are almost there. Just like I like to do a little paint over on some of these things just to
Don't rush
give it
him.
some
Don't rush
texture.
him.
No, he's good. He's good. He's good. Well, actually, I'll send it probably back
Yeah,
to
I mean,
Photoshop
let's
for
admit it,
one
we can
last
go
color
over.
touch. I gotta name it. That's gonna be the fun part.
Are you one of the individuals? I asked Mike one time about naming his pieces, since every days you can sometimes run out of things to call stuff. Do you try to find a unique individual name for every one of your pieces, or do you give yourself a break
Oh
and
yeah,
say,
they all
they all
a
have
name.
different? Nice.
They all have a name. For one reason or another, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I think I took this picture yesterday after we got directed to go down a road that was supposed to be a detour, and it ended up being a dead end. Like I don't understand. It was like an official like construction sign was like, "Hey, take this road as a detour." And I'm like, okay, you drive 5 miles down it, and it's like this what you see in the background picture was just the sign that says stop.
Sir, I can tell you it's October. This is the time of year when scary serial killer movies all start with a little road sign saying, go down this way. Just keep safe.
Yeah, we were lucky it was daytime. I feel like if it was nighttime, I may have had to reschedule today. All right, we got
this is
3 minutes
so
left.
cool.
All right, we're gonna save this out.
I feel like this is going to be called Dead End.
Yeah, I think it should. Like a dead end. What is this guy with dead end? What? A fairy? No, he ain't a fairy. Dead end. Dead end dragon. Ooh, dead end dragon. I like it.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Every days. Sorry, I'm blessing you all with all my folders here. Yeah, did everybody get their form in?
Got mine in.
Because we're about to shut it down. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm finished up in Photoshop. What we got? 2 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I just need to bump the colors up a little bit.
And I want to thank everyone joining us today again. Just, this is the first kind of creator chill session. So it's really appreciate everyone joining, jumping in here, watching the experience. And again, Bananakin, absolutely legendary for you to take the time and show us this process.
Of course. This is like the first time. Like honestly, I've been wanting to kind of like do this for a long time, but I'm great at procrastinating, not doing things for whatever reason. But being able to kind of force me into like, not forcing me. That's not the right term, but encouraging me to share this process. Is mean a lot. So. This is a very special piece, and I'm glad we all get to share it with each other now on the blockchain, because this thing is done.
I think, I know some people aren't able to turn their mics on, but round of applause on my end to you. This has been, so educational, so fun to watch, to be honest. Like, just the unveiling of it and just piece by piece, wow.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it. Now I got to tweet it. I gotta tweet it, and then I got a minute, and then I'll have to come up with some kind of like little description too. But I'll get it sent out, in the next, Oh yeah, I got you dinner too. So in the next hour or so, it should be in your all's wallets tonight. Yep.
Absolutely legendary. You guys, this has been so much fun to watch, so educational, just as it kind of is exactly what we called it. This was a great creator chill experience. And what a wild piece to come out of it. Wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys. It was a blast.
We look forward to holding these again down the line. In the meantime and in between time, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Bananakin, again, just thank you so much for participating with this, showing us your work. Keep your eyes out for these pieces being dropped in. And again, big thank you to you all for also recommending Bananakin to jump in here. We'll keep these going and figure out what the next creator chill session will be down the line. But in the meantime, look at this masterpiece beauty on the screen. Thank you, Bananakin.
Oh, thank you guys
so much for your time, man. Thank you.
Hey, hopefully we can do it again sometime. It was fun.
1000%. We'll plan it and we'll figure this out. This was a joy. Everyone, you have a great evening. Really appreciate it. Round of applause to Bananakin. Follow him. Keep up with the everydays. They are every single day. And with that, you are looking at today. This is amazing. And thank you all.